Welcome, everyone. Today, I'll share insights comparing the cost efficiency of electric vehicles, EVs, and a diesel internal combustion engine, ICE, car. I'll base this analysis on 5 cars I've driven, 2 of which I currently own. The data comes from personal experience and verified sources, like EV Database. Let's start by understanding the cost breakdown. Charging costs for EVs depend heavily on electricity tariffs. I use a night tariff that charges me 8.265p per kilowatt hour, a significant saving. If you're driving an EV, I strongly recommend switching to such tariffs. The benefits far outweigh any increase in daytime electricity costs. Keep in mind that charging your EV at night is key to maximizing savings. Let's begin with my Ford Focus diesel car. For city driving, it offers 48 miles per gallon, which translates to 12.6 pence per mile. On highways, it performs slightly better at 55 miles per gallon, costing 11.0 pence per mile. These figures are calculated using the current diesel price in Aberdeen, 1.327 pounds per liter. Next, we have the Seat Targo. Being a larger, heavier car, it's less fuel efficient. In the city, it costs 16.2 pence per mile at 37.2 miles per gallon. On highways, it achieves 45 miles per gallon, lowering costs to 13.4 pence per mile. This emphasizes how diesel efficiency varies with vehicle type and driving conditions. Now onto EVs. The Kia Niro, in cold weather, consumes 17.52 kilowatt-hours/100 kilometers, costing 2.3 pence per mile. In mild weather, the consumption drops to 11.50 kilowatt-hours/100 kilometers, reducing cost to just 1.5 pence per mile. This showcases the impact of weather on EV efficiency, especially during winter. The Tesla Model Y has similar efficiency to the Kia Niro. Cold weather driving costs 2.3 pence per mile, while mild weather reduces this to 1.6 pence per mile. With its cutting-edge technology, Tesla consistently delivers efficient results regardless of conditions. The Vauxhall Corsa E is the most economical EV on this list. In cold weather, it consumes 16.47 kilowatt-hours/100 kilometers, costing 2.2 pence per mile. In mild weather, it's even better at 10.63 kilowatt-hours/100 kilometers, costing only 1.4 pence per mile. This highlights the potential savings when choosing a smaller EV. Here's a quick comparison of costs per mile for all the cars. As you can see, EVs outperform diesel cars in every scenario, with costs as low as 1.4 pence per mile for the Corsa E. Diesel cars, despite being more efficient on highways, can't compete with the sheer cost-effectiveness of EVs. In cold weather, EVs consume more energy because the battery needs heating, and the HVAC system works harder. This leads to higher running costs. On the other hand, mild weather is ideal for EVs. Batteries perform at their best, reducing energy consumption and saving money. For example, the Kia Niro EV costs about 0.8 pence more per mile in cold weather compared to mild weather. It's something to consider if you live in areas with extreme climates. One of the smartest ways to save money with an EV is by charging at night. During off-peak hours, electricity rates can drop to as low as 8.265p per kilowatt hour. Some energy providers even offer special EV tariffs to make charging even cheaper. So, by charging overnight, you can significantly offset daytime electricity costs and maximize your savings. It's a cost-effective strategy that every EV owner should take advantage of. Let's talk about the economic benefits of switching to an EV. First, the fuel savings are incredible, up to 90% lower fuel costs compared to diesel cars. Second, maintenance costs are much lower because EVs have fewer moving parts, so there's less wear and tear. And don't forget about government incentives like tax breaks and grants that reduce upfront costs. Plus, with more charging stations being installed, accessibility is improving every day. Now let's consider the environmental impact. Diesel vehicles are a major source of CO2 emissions and particulate matter, which contributes to air pollution, especially in cities. In contrast, EVs have zero tailpipe emissions. Even better, when charged using renewable energy sources, their carbon footprint is significantly reduced. Switching to electric vehicles isn't just good for your wallet, it's also great for the planet. Looking ahead, the future of EVs is exciting. Battery technology is improving, offering longer ranges and faster charging. There's also smart grid integration, where EVs can share energy with the grid. This is called vehicle-to-grid technology. Autonomous driving features are becoming more advanced, making EVs safer and more efficient. And manufacturers are focusing on sustainable practices to reduce the environmental impact of producing these vehicles. The future of transportation is electric, and it's looking brighter than ever. Finally, if you're thinking about switching to an EV, here's what you need to consider. First, think about your driving habits. How far do you commute, and do you take long trips? Next, evaluate your charging options. Can you install a home charger, and are there public charging stations nearby? Don't forget to compare the total cost of ownership, including purchase price, running costs, and resale value. Lastly, take advantage of government incentives like tax breaks and grants. With careful planning, making the switch to electric can be seamless and rewarding. Let's wrap things up with the key takeaways from our analysis. First, the cost advantage of electric vehicles is undeniable. Fuel costs can be reduced by up to 90%, which translates to significant long-term savings. Second, EVs produce zero tailpipe emissions, making them a cleaner, greener option for the environment. By adopting EVs, we can significantly reduce our carbon footprint, especially when renewable energy is used for charging. Finally, EVs are incredibly efficient, with costs as low as 1.4 pence per mile in optimal conditions. This level of efficiency, combined with ongoing advancements in technology and infrastructure, makes electric vehicles the future of transportation. In conclusion, switching to electric vehicles isn't just a smart financial decision, it's a choice that benefits the planet and aligns with the evolving transportation landscape. The electric revolution is here, and it's an exciting time to be a part of it.